Oh, hello there. My name's Max. I'm going to be building a village breeder. The reason I'm going to be building a village breeder is that I'm an enormous fan of Hermitcraft, and I've watched recently two hermits that I respect enormously, namely Mumbo and Iskall, build village breeders and make a bit of a hash of them, really. Village breeders are relatively straightforward. All you need is a source of villagers, so I have moved over in my world to a place where there's a village I've never been to before. I've actually been up there and just walled up a couple because I'm going to need them later. Made a flat area, made a little hovel. That's not a house, but that was literally just to give me somewhere to put stuff down. Marked it out, and now I'm going to start building the holding area for villages. Then we'll go and get them, and then we were going to do an entire soup to nuts approach to dealing with villagers. Right now, I'm just going to be laying some blocks down, which isn't probably the most entertaining thing on earth, but you'll get the idea. And then I'm going to build a village breeder that will allow you, even relatively early in the game, to get an extremely powerful breeder going, which will produce a virtually infinite number of villages. The only limit is food. Now, we do need limits in the breeder, because if it was truly unlimited and you AFK'd for 24 hours, you would end up with so many villagers your game would stop. Now, I just need to find some more blocks. I have some with me. Good. There will be a number of things to notice about this as I go along. I'm going to put glass on top of here so we can see what's going on. The only thing is, I haven't decided what colour. What we'll do is, first of all, just place these blocks, because I'm going to be using these as markers. And, yeah, peachy. I quite like that. Boom, 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 boom. What I've done, because I'm a bit of an idiot, is set off here and brought everything I thought I would need to make this building, with the single exception of a silk touch anything, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the neck if I break any of this glass. Fortunately, as you can see, there is sand all about me, and I won't make you sit through me cooking up sand in a furnace. But when you're an idiot, you have to do it the long way. I could fly back, get one, but I don't think it's essential, and I am an expert at doing that. Let's grab some more glass. How did I? Oh, I was an idiot. I had it in my bar. Never mind. Get up. There you go. That's the first block wasted. Can't do a thing about it. When you're stupid, you're stupid. Right, back again. Still stupid. But we are making some progress. And this is not the exciting part. It's building a holding pen. Okay, that's the wall just about complete. Now we're going to mark out the central area. And then we'll put in a pattern, and we'll put in some lights and some glass in the roof, and get it all prepared to receive our villagers, not directly from the village, but from the breeder itself. Right, good. So, if you can understand where we are so far, we have built a square building where we have corner blocks, then 9 blocks, then a corner block, then 9, corner, 9, etc., etc., all the way around. And this part here, this block, doesn't stay. That is where our villagers are going to come from. When I say that, of course, I immediately stand under another block. But there is where our villagers are going to be dropping in. In fact, we may as well do that. That seems to be lined up correctly. And I'll drop some water into that. That will become terribly useful later. Right, let me get some light, some more glass, and we'll finish up the roof. Okay, we're back, and we're now going to be placing glass on the roof. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of glass. I don't think I've got enough. And I'm going to be putting lights in whilst I build. Hopefully, if my brain is up to measuring this, this should fit pretty much perfectly. There is one more block to bake. No, not block to bake, block to break. But here, this should create a nice illuminated pattern. And I have calculated it correctly. Yay for me. And my wife has just started hoovering. Yay for her. Not so good for the recording. I'm hoping that isn't coming through on the microphone. It probably is coming through perfectly. One of us is going to kill the other one before the day is over. Okay, I think you've got the idea of what this pattern is, so I will, as usual, just have a break here and come back when the roof is completed. And we're done. The whole roof all lit up like the 4th of July. Walls are done. The container is ready. I have also cut out one brick, put a ladder in. Little trick with a ladder. If the ladder goes all the way to the ground, a villager will climb up. If it's not, and you have to jump to get up, the villager won't use it. Very handy. Next part is to plant some carrots. So you need a hoe, and I've made a diamond hoe, just because I can. And I think what we'll do is we'll start from around the water. But we'll basically hoe the entire area. Okay, the whole thing is hoed, as you can see, ready to plant the carrots. Now I have placed a few extra waters around, just to make sure that everything is irrigated properly. Next point, guess what? Plant the carrots. Doesn't have to be carrots, could be potatoes, could probably be beetroot as well, although I've never tried it. Right, as you can see, I've planted all the carrots. I've got to learn to stop spinning around quite this fast, otherwise it'll all be nauseous. Next stage is to build a little tower. And that's where this thing comes in. So let's grab some glass. Oh, I killed an Enderman, by the way. I chose a neat little way of doing that. That's cheeky, but never mind. Right, so I've just fallen to a hole. How have I just fallen through a hole? Easy to do when you miss a piece of glass. Good, let's have another go. Okay, I want a block there. I'm wondering if I should put some wood. Along the edges. I wonder if I should have figured out how to get down. I wonder if I should have brought a fence post with me. These are all good questions. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. I've now filled in some of the corners with oak, put a piece of oak fence there, and now we can continue to go up. Only this time we'll do it. I hate it when it does that. And let's put some wood in. And then another pieces of glass. And a bit more oak. And then, for a bit of a change, we'll build the platform. Bang, 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 bang. Oops. Bang, bang, bang. Now our villagers will be standing in there and not able to get out. I have made it higher than they are tall, because when I push the first villager in and then push the second villager in, I won't be hitting his hitbox. So it's actually possible to push him in. Now, in the meantime, the village, I've lost. It's over there somewhere. It's all gone misty. So I'm going to try and figure out how to get to that. I'm also going to put in some ladders, I think. I wonder if I can do that. Oh, no. Well, I'll be able to do it next time. Now, I'm going to go and find some cobblestone, and then we'll start building a route towards the village. But first of all, I have to remind myself where the village is. Which is, oh, there it is. It's over there. Oh, it's off to the right. I thought it was off to the left. My sense of direction is magnificent. Anyway, let me sort myself out, and I'll come right back to you. Okay. Back up here now with a load of cobblestone. And now, I'm going to build a railway. All the way to the village. Remarkably quick. Always would take longer. Got to stop keeping torches in my offhand. Right. A bit further and then... I don't remember the village being there at all. Just shows me. Matters a march ahead. Got a lot of rails too. Now, you can, if you don't have a lot of rails, or you're fairly early in the game, you don't have that much iron, you can do all of this by boat if the elevation of your village, if they were up there, for example, or on that hill, I could do the whole thing by boat. But because I've got to go up and down and all over the place, it's actually going to be easier by rail. And that's why I'm doing this. I do have my wings on, so I should be able to fly down. But the important word there is should. For some reason, activating flight is a bit of a hit and miss thing for me. And it shouldn't be. This is a very fast computer. And it's not like I'm relying on a server for the timing. Yeah, we'll come a bit closer. Well, not too much closer. Boom. Oh, I've got lots of cobblestone. Plenty of cobblestone. Right, shall we have a go at flying? What have I got to do? Jump and hit a rocket. I don't have to hit the rocket, I just have to jump. Oh, graceful. In a hole, but graceful. Alright, let's see if I can get this alignment right. Okay, now I should just... Is that right? I think that's right. How many times do I do that? Yeah, it looks about right. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Boom. There are probably better ways of doing this than I do it. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. So what I'll do is complete this and then bring you back in. Okay, so that's built. I've got villages nearby. Now I'm going to lay down some rails. So just grab those, and that might not be enough, but we'll see. So we'll put that there. I'm going to need to power that, aren't I? So let's just do that and that. That. Come back this way. Put that on there. And then put a redstone torch. No. Oops. Yep, still got torches in my hand. But if I don't have it in my offhand, don't think mistake of trying to power rails with torches as opposed to redstone torches. No, I didn't count that at all. Never mind. And there's nothing sadder than watching your train go and then realise it's not actually going to go anywhere. Another one there, right? Focus. Good. Excellent. Bang. Pow. I feel better. I don't know if I'm going to have enough powered rails to get up that hill. Kinda should do. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we'll put one at the top. And there. And that. And then what I might do is that. Then install a break. And do 1, 2, 3. That's too many. That's too many. I think 3 would power up 3, wouldn't it? I wonder. God, I've used a lot of rails. I have used a lot of rails. Now, boom, pow. It doesn't seem to matter how many rails I think I need. I always need more. Thinking. How can I think I'll get some more? Probably. Right, I'll do that. And that's gonna have to curve round. Yep, that curves round okay. Then I can put one there. My last redstone torch here. And we might do a bit of manual pushing. I've run out of rails again. How do I manage to do it? Now, actually, we could test. Because I had the foresight to bring a minecart with me. It's the only way to travel. It is magnificent. It's a bit laggy. Why am I lagging? This really should not lag. How do you get out? That's it, that's how you get out of those. Right, good, I need one. Right, so I'm going to need to make some more rails. Back shortly. Right, here I am, back again. Is that going to work? No, so I need to do that, and that. You can't go round a bend and down a hill. I actually brought some. I've got to make some torches. One, two, make a couple of torches to make my life easier. But I bought some more powered rails. So we'll put that there. And we can put the powered rails on the hotbar. I had the food on the hotbar because with all that falling and things I have to eat every 5 seconds. Now, let's see. No, I need the axe for that, don't I? Good. Anybody in here? Yeah, you're in here. Cool. Excellent. Close that. And let's just do this. Could we both move back a bit? Thank you. Now, boom, 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 boom. Actually, boom, boom. I think if we do that. Ha! Got it! Follow him up. Hey, yes, he's going to. Well, this is extraordinary. How easy was that? Not normally that easy, but that is the easier part of the operation. The second part, I will have to move the rail closer to another villager. Well, no, the second part is to get him in the hole. Did he go in the hole? How has he disappeared? He vanished. I cannot see the villager. Oh, there he is. Out of render distance. I can accept out of render distance. Now, this is the part where usually I end up falling off. Boom, 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 boom. Now, there's a way of seeing hitboxes, but I can't remember what it is. So, we'll ignore it. One point I should make about villagers. They behave better in daylight. At night, he would probably have jumped straight off the platform. This is the discovery I've made the hard way. But during the day, they are more, not entirely, but more predictable. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why aren't you using your own minecart to get back? It's a very good question. Oh, you are kidding. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Whitlock? Right, hang on. Let's just, you go there. I want you right next to the rail. And then I'm just going to give it a little push. Nope, you've ignored it completely. Right. Where did he go? There he is. Okay, so, one day. Right. Boom, boom, boom. So we can get That's a door. Oh, there's it. Right. I'm hoping you're vaguely suitable for what I want to do. That was for you. I will push it back. Oh, no, I won't. I'm going to push it up a hill. Right. Let's just see. Oh. They're supposed to be more inclined. I might push you over to the other side of the rail, if you'll stay there. And then... Oh, you're ignoring it. Well, the first one you see was so easy. And he's got a bit confused. Can I? Gotcha. Did I fix this? I probably ought to fix it a bit. So, let's use that. And now, this is the money move. Will you fall in it? Yes! Happiness. Now, you may wonder why I'm doing this. You and me both. Right, now, I do a lot of jumping around. They're trapped in there, they can't do anything. I will feed them, and they will start to breed. But I do not want the platform at this height. I want the platform at that height. This was an entirely temporary platform just to make it easier to move them in. So now, we just get rid of all this. I'll pick it up later. The only thing I've got to remember is not to remove the top one, because the top one is what stops them jumping out. Good. Right. Now, I think, what have I got on me in terms of blocks? Have I got anything decent else in that one? It's got cobblestone. I don't use cobblestone. I'll go and get something better, and then we'll build out the platform at the proper height, and then we can start feeding the villagers, because I'm hoping, down there, all those carrots have grown. Well done walking down the ladder. Excellent. Well done here. Just have a quick look. And we've got some growth, haven't we? So we haven't entirely wasted our time. But as you see, the village breeder is now ready to roll. Oops. Let's jump and jump. And down. And it's night, which is a great time to have a little sleep. Okay, back up here. A bit hungry, but never mind. And now to build the actual platform. And there is a size for this, which I actually can't remember, but it's bigger than this. Nope. Yeah. Right, now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that going to be big enough? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm back. I've got some doors, which I'm going to try and place. I have 9 doors in my hand. I'm trying to do all of this without actually falling in, which is not very easy for me. Right, boom. Can we make it? Yes, we can. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if you actually need this roof, but I generally do it. It's also not a bad idea anyway, even if you don't need it for breeding, because on occasion, villagers can be struck by lightning. And in the event that they're struck by lightning, they turn into witches. And witches don't breed. So here we are. We are now in our nice little enclosure. We have 2 villagers. They can't get out because of the block above them. Actually, they probably can't get out anyway, but that's extra precaution. I happen to have some food on me. There are 9 doors going around them, so as far as they're concerned, there are more doors than villagers. So let's just see if we can get them to pick up a bit of food. And what I'm going to... So they've had carrots. They may not initially start to breed. because the best thing you can do with them is trade. The problem is, well, I could buy. I am in a position to buy those. Right, well, I found all sorts of things. So let's first of all just do that. We're making this guy happier, and we're in a sandbox. Okay, well, we'll let you update a bit. We'll buy whatever you're selling for emeralds. 2 a pair of leather pants, just what I've always wanted. Now these two should be seriously happy. And when they get seriously happy, they breed. And guess what? They're really happy. What a shocking surprise. Now, we'll leave them to it. Get that out of the way now, lovely. And when they're both in the mood, once you see hearts, you know it's going to happen. They will have a baby. And the baby... Come on. Okay, I can't get down my own ladder. Why not? There we go. We're down. The baby will drop down in here. Now the secret is that they will continue to have babies. And I will come in here and farm for them and feed the ones that land down here. For some very strange reason, the guys up cannot detect the guys down here and think there aren't enough villagers. But the guys down here get the message there aren't enough villagers, and then they start breeding. And that is the magic of the system a lot. So let's go up and let's overfeed. You know, I think I heard a baby. If I stand here and do this, and then this, good, then they should be very happy. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I heard the sound like a young villager. It could be we've already had one. And, lo and behold, there's a little guy now. And he's purple, so I will have to be feeding him when he grows up. I could simply leave them to it now and see what happens, and I might give them some time. But what I ought to be doing is building something that allows me to trade with villagers to make emeralds and obviously get useful things. So let me take a bit of a break here, and then we'll come back and we might start phase 2, which is building the simplest automated pumpkin, melon and sugar farm that I know of.